Theo had been observing humans for several days. They were fascinating creatures. They laughed when they were happy, cried when they were sad, and spent an unusual amount of time worrying about things that hadn't happened yet. But today, Theo noticed something even stranger. A human was sitting alone on a park bench. No one beside him, no one nearby. Yet he was talking. "Come on, you've got this." Theo immediately checked his surroundings. No one. The human continued. "Just stay calm." Theo stepped closer. The human didn't react. Of course, he couldn't. Theo's wrist device made him invisible to humans. It allowed him to observe without being noticed. Theo was confused. Humans used spoken language to communicate with one another. So why was this one speaking when nobody was there? Curious, Theo decided to investigate. As the day continued, he began noticing it everywhere. A woman walking through a grocery store. Milk, bread, eggs. Don't forget the eggs. A student staring at a textbook. Okay, one more chapter. A nervous man standing outside a meeting room. Don't mess this up. Humans seem to be having conversations with invisible companions. At first, Theo assumed they were lonely. But the more he observed, the less that explanation made sense. The woman wasn't lonely. She was organizing her thoughts. The student wasn't lonely. He was motivating himself. The nervous man wasn't lonely. He was trying to calm his fears. Suddenly, Theo realized something. Humans weren't always talking to themselves. Sometimes they were thinking out loud. Sometimes they were planning. Sometimes they were rehearsing conversations that hadn't happened yet. And sometimes they were trying to comfort themselves. But another mystery quickly appeared. Not all humans spoke to themselves in the same way. One human said, "You can do this." Another said, "You're going to fail." One voice was encouraging. The other was cruel. Why? Theo activated his wrist scanner. Blue holographic memories flickered to life. The first human appeared as a child. He was learning to ride a bicycle. He fell. For a moment, he wanted to quit. Then a voice appeared beside him. "It's okay, try again." Another memory, a difficult exam. "You worked hard, just do your best." Another memory, a disappointing failure. "We all make mistakes." Again and again, Theo heard the same thing. Encouragement, patience, support. The human had grown up hearing a kind voice, and somehow, that voice still lived inside him. Theo turned to the second human, the one who constantly criticized himself. The scanner revealed different memories. A poor grade. What happened here? A mistake. You should know better. A failure. That's not good enough. The voice was different. The words were different. But the pattern was the same. The voices humans hear often become the voices they carry. For a moment, Theo believed the mystery was solved, until he discovered a third human. This human spoke kindly to herself. "Take your time. You'll figure it out. It's okay to be scared." Theo scanned her memories and became confused. There were no encouraging voices, no supportive parents, no patient teachers. No one had ever spoken to her that way. Then where had those words come from? Theo searched deeper and finally understood. Some humans inherit their inner voice. Others create it. They become the voice they needed when they were younger, the voice they wished someone had given them. The more Theo learned, the more remarkable humans became. They used self-talk to think, to plan, to solve problems, to calm fears, to practice difficult conversations, to motivate themselves, and sometimes to heal old wounds. By the end of the day, Theo no longer found the behavior strange. In fact, he found it beautiful. Because humans were never truly talking to themselves. They were speaking with their memories, their fears, their hopes, and the people who helped shape them, or the person they were still becoming. As Theo continued walking, another strange behavior caught his attention. Across the street, a young woman sat alone on a bench. There was no phone in her hands, no book to read, no one sitting beside her. Yet she smiled. A moment later, she laughed quietly to herself. Then her expression changed. as if she had traveled somewhere far away. But her body had never moved. Theo activated his scanner. The young woman wasn't looking at the world around her. She was imagining another one, a world that existed only inside her mind. Why would a human leave reality without ever taking a single step? Theo's investigation continued.